I'm calling because I want to know why you use your position to abuse your authority and your power to put me in jail illegally.
I don't have a clue what you're talking about. I don't even know who you are.
Okay.
So would you like to start off by telling me what your name is?
First of all, it really affects this. It doesn't matter what my name is. What matters is how often have you done this? To how many people have you done this to?
I don't know what you're talking about, ma'am, and I think you're confused, and I think you might have me confused with somebody else. So
Okay.
why don't you explain to me what happened and what you're upset about? Because I can tell you right now, I've never, ever, in my career as a prosecutor or as a defense attorney, abused my position.
Okay, why don't you
So I think you're confused, so why don't you explain to me what you're upset about, and I can try to explain to you whatever you're confused about.
Ma'am, number one, I'm not confused. And number two, I have more legal knowledge than you do.
Okay,
so for
this
this is
right now that you may not call me and leave threatening voicemails on my voice message.
Oh, yes,
you
ma'am.
cannot do that.
Oh, what's
and if
threatening?
You do it, I will, and if you continue to do so, I will call the police, and then you will have a charge against you.
Ma'am, I'm not worried about you calling the police. It's not nothing threatening. You put me in jail illegally. You doctored up papers. Well, ma'am, you doctored up papers.
Doctored papers? What in the world are you talking about?
You doctored up the affidavit. You said that you were the DA. And you...
Ma'am, when did this occur? Can you tell me what was the date?
The date that the paper was drawn up was in August of last year.
Okay, do you have a cause number?
Just a minute. 1-8-300-260. 1012. Let me give you the number again.
Okay.
1-8-300-267. 260-1010.
Okay, is this Maureen? Is that your name, Adamore?
Is that your name that's signed underneath the oath with the state bar number? Casey Lynn Little?
Right now. I'm looking right now at the complaint.
Okay. Is that your signature? Is that not your signature?
It is my signature, yes, ma'am.
Were you now at that time? Were you the okay?
Hold on, Miss Lauren. Is it Lauren or Lauren?
Well, you have the floor. I'm listening.
Okay, now let me explain to you how this works, okay? Because at the time that this charge was filed, I was the chief of intake, the intake division, okay? Every single case that comes through the intake division, it does not matter who accepted the charges, it does not matter who spoke to the police officer and who drew up this So I just want you to understand that first of all.
Okay, so in rebuttal to that, excuse me, in rebuttal to that, when this affidavit is presented to you, does that person present their identification as well to you?
The police?
Is the
Is
police
that what you're talking about?
the complainant? The complainant who says that they're bringing this to you under oath, and in this complainant it would be Melissa Luna. So did Melissa Luna come to you with an ID when she?
Steve Powers, the police officer. Oh, you're saying, okay, you're talking about Melissa Luna, the person who filed the charge on behalf of Steve Powers. Is that what you're talking about, the officer?
Steve Powers, it says Cody Powers.
Yeah, Steve Powers is the complainant
Right.
in this case.
No, Steve Powers is not the complainant. That affidavit says that the complainant is Melissa Luna. And she's saying that it's saying that.
No. Well, the charging instrument says that you unlawfully, intentionally, knowingly caused bodily injury to Steve Powers.
Ma'am, that's not the way it reads. You left off the first. It says that I'm Melissa Luna. I'm Melissa Luna.
I know.
Okay, no, ma'am. It says I'm Melissa Luna. I swear under oath to you, who is Casey Lynn Little, and you didn't ask her for an ID. You didn't know if it was Melissa Luna or not. You just signed off and said okay. And then when you signed off on it, even when you signed off on it, did you look at the document? Because it has a SPIN number on it. How in the hell can you have a SPIN number on a complaint before a person is even, before the affidavit is accepted in magistrate court by the judge to have a warrant put out because of probable cause? The only way you have a SPIN number is that a person is being booked in at that time. So it's an inside job. Where did the SPIN number had? The SPIN number had to come from Ed Gonzalez, from the sheriff's office. They're the only one to give them out.
Hold on. If you want to talk to me about this, you need to listen, okay? Otherwise, I'm going to call the district attorney's office and let them know that you are harassing me.
You can call it harassment all you want, but I got evidences already that you in my phone watching me on a system you put in my phone, a system UI. I got everything about you. Yes, ma'am, I got it already printed out in pictures, ma'am. You were watching me on your Apple Watch and on your Comcast TV, and a system UI you put in my devices.
Okay, ma'am. I think that you are very confused.
I am not confused, ma'am. I have everything. It has your email address. I have your email address. I have the password to your email, ma'am. You have a son named Blake, and I can tell you what school he go to. And all of that is in my devices because my devices showed me, and it printed out that you were watching me, and then you turned around and you put me in jail. Gonna hang up.